Hey, what's going on, guys? I know it's been a few years since I've posted a video on YouTube. Figured I'd give you guys a little update, and today we're also going to be doing a part install on my truck. Um, as far as the update goes, I last time you guys watched my videos, I was working as a mechanic at Honda, and now I am currently working at an air conditioning company, fixing air conditioners for residential and commercial and stuff. So that's pretty fun. It's keeps me busy throughout the day, which is also why I haven't really posted anything, because my schedule is crazy. I'm always working 12 to 16-hour days. It's brutal, but it's fun. So um, I also had my third kid. So I had a daughter, and she's currently 4 months old. So that's I got a full house. When I'm not working, I got kids running everywhere. So um, but yeah, and then I was hoping today's install would go a little bit more smoothly, but a couple months back I had the place where I was storing all of my tools at when I was working as a mechanic, got broken into, and they stole everything from me. They took my whole entire toolbox, and I had probably about $10,000 to $15,000 worth of tools in there. So yeah, that's all completely gone. So I'm kind of having to start over from scratch, basically. So I basically just have just your everyday stuff, some ratchets, some sockets, a couple of wrenches. That's pretty much it. It's like a lot of the tools that I have that I use for air conditioning don't really translate over to automotive. So also, I bought I still have the OG truck, the little hard body over there, but I had to buy a bigger vehicle because having three kids, I can't fit three kids in that little tiny thing. So I couldn't even fit two kids in there. I had a different car, but I sold it so I could get the bigger one. But so yeah, I still have the hard body. Currently, I think that that truck is it's got a blown head gasket. I'm pretty sure it does. So I have to tear that down and rebuild it. Let me know if you guys want to see a video on that. I'm more than happy to do that. The Subi, that is currently being stored at a friend's place. So still a lot of work that I need to get done on that thing. Motor, pretty much everything. Like, I think when it comes to that car, I'm gonna just completely strip it down and then just redo everything, get it to how I want it, which I think I'm kind of gonna go for like a street car, but also like time attack kind of. So and then yeah, there's just a laundry list of things that I need to do on that vehicle, as well as that one too. But but my current vehicle, that my daily that I'm driving, is a 2012 Silverado. It's got about 78,000 miles on it, which is pretty solid for that year of truck. So it's been very reliable. I've had it since March of this year, so haven't had a single problem with it. She's a trooper. So yeah, this is her in all her glory. She's still alive, barely. She got towed, and the tow truck company, they freaking messed up my tail light there. They also messed up my roll pan and cracked my exhaust, so I'm gonna have to redo a bunch of stuff on this truck as well. But she still runs. She's all reliable. Never left me stranded anywhere. So moving on to the new truck. This is my 2012 Silverado. It's a LT, so it's got the leather inside. It's pretty just your standard truck. Really nice though. Rides good. I debadged it. I took all the badges off, front and back. I just left the Chevy emblems on there. It's got the 5.3 liter in it. And today, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be replacing this stock janky intake with a K&N cold air intake. So this is not a sponsored product in any way. I actually bought this with my own money. So I did my research as far as what intake would be best for me. And ultimately I landed on the K&N. A lot of the other ones I was looking at, they were like kind of like multiple pieces, where like the intake tube wasn't one solid piece, and I'm not really a fan of that. And then a lot of them too were chrome, like the intake tube was chrome, and I'm not a big fan of chrome. I'm trying to get rid of all the chrome that's currently on my truck. So I went with the K&N one because they had a black intake tube. It was one solid piece. And for my application, it's a daily driver. I'm not really doing nothing crazy with it. I think it will be just fine. Because the stock one is it's plastic, it's cheap, it's very restrictive. It doesn't allow a lot of air into the engine. I like to say I have a V8 truck now, but I can't even hear it. So I'm trying to do simple mods here and there to kind of up the volume a little bit on it. Not like those kids you see driving around, those lowered Silverados just screaming with no exhaust. Like, yeah, no, not that loud. Respectful, you know, like a respectful tone. Get a little bit more power out of it on the lower end, because Silverados are not really known for their off the line. So but yeah, so we're gonna be installing that today, and I'm gonna show you guys how to go about doing that. All right, let's get to it. So it's kind of hard for me to film while taking everything off because I don't have a tripod yet. So but I got the intake tube off. So this is what it looks like. You see it has all this like baffling on it to help like silence the intake noises, which I don't care for. I want to hear my motor. You know what I mean? I got a V8. I want to hear it. So to get this off, you take this, loosen this clamp, which goes to the throttle body, and this is an 8mm or a flathead. You also loosen this one, which is also an 8mm or a flathead. And then you're gonna have to pry off with like pliers or something. You're gonna have to like pry this off because it's connected to the bottom right there. And then you also want to make sure you don't break your PCV. So that just pulls straight out. And then also you're gonna want to pull off your mass airflow sensor, and I set it off to the side already, and the connector's over there. Disconnect your negative battery terminal so that way it doesn't mess with anything, and once you're done installing everything, that way the system can kind of relearn with the new intake on there versus what it already had programmed for the 78,000 miles that this truck has. So Yeah. And then to get the intake box off, that guy right there, that's my dog. To get that off, you basically just pull it, you pull it straight out. You're gonna want to be kind of careful though with this edge right here. You might want to wear some gloves if you do this. I kind of messed my hand up, no big deal, but yeah, you just pull it straight out, and then now you have all this space and you're good to go to start putting in the aftermarket intake. All right, so I kind of have this roughly put together. So they give you this this trimming to help kind of separate it from the engine, which it doesn't really do a good job because there's still gaps. Like if you put this, set this in here real quick, there's still gaps along the sides and the bottom, so it doesn't really seal it up like it should. I'll probably have to figure something out for that, so that way it can be like a true cold air intake. This trimming that they give you, you are gonna have to, like, once you get it all put on, you're gonna have to kind of trim it a little bit on the end right here, so that way, I kind of did a shitty job, but so that way it fits flush with this bracket. Also, not all Silverados are you gonna have to do this, but you're gonna have to drill out a hole right here where your old intake box used to be. Some trucks, like I said, some trucks will actually have that hole already pre-drilled from the factory, so you won't have to do that, but I had to do it. So, and it's supposed to be bigger, but that was the biggest drill bit size that I had, was a 3/8, and it requires a 5/8. So I should be able to make it work. I've got a bunch of extra like screws and stuff laying around, plus I'm kind of reusing one of the old grommets that I kind of modified a little bit to accommodate that, so it can sit how it's supposed to in there. So I'm gonna put this, hard mount this in, and then we'll go from there. All right, and we are just about done. Just got to put the filter on, but that's how it looks. And this is pretty much all hard bolted on there, except for one minor bolt. I'm gonna have to run to Home Depot or Lowe's and pick up a drill bit that's a 5/8 and drill that out a little bit more so I can hard mount that. I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's pretty sturdy, but just so that my peace of mind, it'll be put together how it's supposed to. And now for the piece de resistance. This big boy right here. So this is that's the filter number right there. And if anyone's interested, this specific kit that I got is called the K&N Blackhawk Induction Systems Intake. Only difference between this one and their other ones is it comes in the anodized black charge pipe up there, and it's got the black filter on it. I just think it's a lot more of a cleaner look versus the chrome, so to each their own, you know. So I'm gonna throw this bad boy on there and then connect the battery again, and we'll fire it up and see what it sounds like. All right, first start. initial reactions. Let's see here. It sounds good, that's for sure. I can actually hear the air being sucked in. Like that's really cool. I'm just coming up to a light right here. We'll see what it sounds like off the line. It definitely, getting rid of all of that sound deadening and, you know, baffling that the old intake had is a nice, it's a nice improvement. It's like, instead of it having to go through all those baffles, it just directly into the throttle body, which is what I wanted. So, I'm gonna cruise around for a little bit, kind of listen to it, and yeah, I'll update you guys once I get back to the house. All right, guys, so I'm back home now. Like I said, I've noticed a pretty significant difference. I can actually hear the air being sucked in to the motor now, and it did seem to pick up a little bit on the low end, so that's what I was aiming for. So I think the next thing to do on this truck, I'm looking at a MagnaFlow exhaust, and then I'll probably do one of those flash tunes, and then that'll probably be it for stage one as far as this truck goes. Like I said, it's just going to be my daily, so I'm not really trying to go all crazy with it. I need it to be reliable. I'll probably save all the crazy stuff for the hard body and then for the Subi as well. So but yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. While I'm looking at it right now, this is the part number and stuff for this specific intake that I got. Like I said, it's the K&N Black Hawk induction. So it's really good quality, not a paid sponsorship in any way. Like I said, I did my research and that was the one that I decided to go with. Probably gonna have to do a little bit of modifications to kind of seal it up a little bit better as far as that goes inside of the engine bay, so it can kind of be sealed off from the engine so it's not getting hot air. But yeah, other than that, that's all I have for you guys. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up because that helps me out. Like I said, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.